Dr. Ben Carson, former Republican presidential candidate and Donald Trump supporter, will be speaking tonight in Cleveland. He joins us now. Sir, thank you so much for joining us. What can we expect from your remarks tonight? We don't want you to give away the whole thing and spoil it, of course, but give us a little taste.
Well, I hope people will come away with the understanding that we, the people, are still in charge. But we may not be in charge if we don't use the brain that God gave us and intelligently analyze what's going on. Also, I want people to recognize that it's not about Democrats and Republicans. It's about Americans. And the issues that face us as a nation and that threaten us as a nation are not Democrat or Republican issues. They're American issues. And we have to stop allowing ourselves to be manipulated into a position where we weaken ourselves.
The theme today is obviously Make America Work today, and when you look at the past 8 years, the middle class has fallen behind. I mean, that's real data. According to the Census Bureau, you've seen wages fall, and you're wondering why this is happening and looking for specific results. People want to hear specifics from Donald Trump. What have you heard about how he can help the middle class?
Well, I think there are a ton of things, but, you know, some of the really basic things is create an environment that, once again, is business friendly. There are trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline that are not being invested into our economy because we have an unfriendly environment. We have regulatory burdens that are outlandish, you know, for a small manufacturer to comply with all the regulations. It's $34,000 a year per worker. It makes it untenable to be able to compete on the international market. So, you know, these kinds of things obviously are relatively easy to change, but you have to understand them first. And there seems to be that lack of understanding that has been in place for several years now.
But if I can, real quick, I mean, the other side hits back with the idea that what you're talking about is giving tax breaks to Donald Trump's friends, to Wall Street, to rich people. And that's what lowering taxes and diminishing regulation is all about. How do you respond to that, or how does he respond to that?
Well, interestingly enough, if you think back to the beginnings of this country, the reasons that the patriots were willing to fight the most powerful nation in the world is because of excessive taxation and over-regulation, people trying to control everything that they were doing. We face the same situation today. Maybe we haven't fully realized that many of us have, and we're going to have to be just as courageous in fighting it.
Yeah. Dr. Carson, on the other side, of course, Hillary Clinton says that the way to solve these problems is infrastructure spending and also focusing on green energy, which, of course, sounds very familiar to what President Obama said when he came into office. Why don't these solutions work, in your opinion?
Well, you know, 2/3 of the people in America will tell you that we're on the wrong track. We're moving in the wrong direction. And the third that thinks we are moving in the right direction probably simply are not paying very close attention. And, you know, it's really a question of, do we want to continue down the pathway that we've been going? And quite frankly, both Democrats and Republicans have been guilty of leading us down this pathway. Or are we willing to be able to treat our economy like we would our household and like we would a business and do things in a logical fashion?
All right, Dr. Carson, thank you so much.